question, because Shaun was bringing this up, and it'd be good to get your opinion. The problem at the moment is we're hearing a lot of people talking about mental health at the highest level, right? I mean, Kyrgios, Osaka, they all are sharing it. One of my closest friends was John Ruddick, who was very close to Marty Fish. So I've heard all about Marty's background as well. Marty's was, to me, a little different. He had a real long background of it, and needed to come out of the woodwork, which he didn't until really late, and then he had a lot of issues mentally. But there's that storyline right now in the professional level that everyone is struggling mentally. But on the other hand, on the social perspective and society or average player or amateur player, there's all these mental benefits from playing tennis. So there's this clouded gray cloud right now about mental health, but the normal player, the social player that plays every week, doesn't get the level of mental health problems, because you've just described it beautifully, that since from a little age, all you've known is hitting tennis balls. You know, most people have all these other things in their life, and tennis is helping that stay on track, because it gives them a mental release. Whereas for a tennis professional, they don't have anything else,
Yeah. I will go to what you said. The pros are talking about their mental health. And it's a job. Like I said, you're turning pro. Some players turn pro are winning. Wimbledon. Martina Hingis, who I worked with for 10 years, wins Wimbledon at 13, something else at 15, 8 Grand Slams by 18. You got kids, okay? They're on the road 52 weeks a year. Now, I remember asking Martina. She had no idea that she was on center court Wimbledon, right? She knew she was at Wimbledon and center court, but she didn't know the magnitude until she was older. Now, she's a rare case.
Right.
Your general junior player makes a sacrifice, in whether they know it or not, turns pro at 10 or 11. They move from whatever country to Florida for more opportunities. They're in an academy at 10, 11 years old. They've turned pro they've got an agent at 11 years old. So in my opinion, they're pros. They don't even know it, like Martina didn't. Then they're 17, 18, and they've been sponsored, they've been paid, their family's got a house, they're 17, they're on the road, and they're not breaking the top 100, and they're the next Sharapova. They're supposed to be. This agency made a bet on this person. But back to what you said originally, I would disagree with you that the recreational player doesn't have mental health issues on the court. When I go to a 4-0 or a 3-5 men's or ladies league, they're drinking after the match, and sometimes during the match, they're self-medicating. The line calls are suspicious. And why should it matter? It's probably more mentally damaging in the recreational level, because why should it matter what level or where you're playing in the lineup if I'm a 3-5 player? And I'm not going to play with her. She's a singles player. I'm a double star. You are a beginner. Anybody that knows tennis knows exactly that situation happens. My ego has never been my amigo. And I'm out here putting in the practice today, 2 hours, grinding the old drills, cross court, 2 up, 2 back, playing. It's bananas, and it's so fun to be on. For those that are not here, I'm on a couple of Roland Garros clay courts at my friend's house in Austin, Texas. And I have a love affair with the red clay, and especially the Roland Garros red clay. So I'm having a moment out here, 56 years old. Anyway, it's called the human condition. You lose a match, you're going to sense some form of depression. It might not be chronic or acute, right? But if you've lost a match or a point and you win some points in a set or 2 sets or lose some points, there is going to be, you can see the body language, right? Why do we talk about, have a positive body language? Well, I just double faulted 12 times in a row. How am I supposed to have a good body language? And if you don't believe that there's mental health amongst all the humans, what does the car ride feel like when you win versus how you lose? It's a different vibe, man. It's quiet after a loss. Don't know what to say. Give them a little space to de-stress or decompress. But when we win, did you see that forehand? Did you see that drop shot? Did you see da? So at Wimbledon, if you've ever walked on center court, there's the Kipling speech, and we treat those two imposters the same: triumph and defeat. I want to be a hollow bone, where I treat those winning and losing the same.
Equally,
And and if I can come from a safe place of neutrality, safe and protected, where if I win today and get this deal done in business or on a tennis court, it's the best thing that could have happened. And if this person says no to this venture or this opportunity that I'm proposing, that's the best thing. And I am able to live this life one heartbeat to heartbeat, moment to moment, because I can't get to match point before I've played these 48, 50 other points.
Yeah.
What's so cool about tennis is you can be down 6-0, 5-0 and win.
Yeah.
And what's scary is you can be up 6-0, 5-0, which I've done at the Orange Bowl back in the day, and lose. That's a tough drive home.
Yeah.
It was the 12, so we were dealing with a lot of different,
So Shaun tells me all about this WeConnect. What's it all about?
WeConnect is a healthcare technology company, and it's a mobile application with support and services around in mental health coaching, around mental health challenges, and substance use disorder. And we just came out of January. A lot of people were calling me and saying, I want to do dry January. And it's crazy. Those that were able to stick with it are saying their work is improving, their tennis game is improving, and now they're at the end of February. Now we're in March, I think, or end of February today.
Yeah.
They're like, holy cow. So whatever, there's the substance use disorder, and I'm someone in long-term recovery from these challenges. After the French Open, and I had my first panic attack. I've been saying that, but the truth is my first panic attack happened against David Wheaton when I was throwing rackets into the river over the fence, and my dad carried me off the court. I had a meltdown and a blowout. And yeah, I am really blessed with the opportunity. I get emotional to be of service to the tennis world and the tennis community